In a new report from Watcher Guru, we have some detailed information regarding Sam Bankman Fried, the former CEO of FTX, and how he borrowed $546 million from Alameda Research, their sister company, to buy Robinhood shares. I'll have a link to this article down in the description. I'll share my thoughts and opinions on this at the end of the video. And with that being said, I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Everything I'm sharing is my own opinion. It's my own research. I highly encourage you guys to go do your own research. In this article, FTX and Sam Bankman Fried have stolen the spotlight over the past few weeks for all the wrong reasons. Every day, new revelations about the exchange and Sam Bankman Fried have been surfacing. Many can't even get their heads wrapped around the fact that Sam Bankman Fried has manipulated customer funds to such a great extent. Speaking of manipulation, some interesting details have come to light from the court documents. As per the documents, Sam Bankman Fried has borrowed $546 million from Alameda Research to purchase Robinhood shares, also known as Hood. Sam Bankman Fried acquired Robinhood shares with borrowed funds. SBF's Robinhood shares have been an interesting focus for many. Recently, BlockFi sued SBF to get its hands on the $1 million Robinhood stake. However, to stop BlockFi's efforts, FTX asked a bankruptcy judge to halt BlockFi from taking over Robinhood shares. Three parties are vying for control of those shares as of the time of publication. One is BlockFi, the lender that avoided bankruptcy earlier this year while FTX was in good financial standing. Two, Jonathan Ben Shimon, an Antigua-based receiver appointed by an FTX creditor. Sam Bankman Fried is the third person. According to the details from the affidavit provided to a Caribbean court, Sam Bankman Fried and Gary Wang borrowed $546 million via promissory notes from Alameda Research in April and May. The borrowed funds were used to acquire the 7.6% stake in Robinhood that Fried acquired in May. So my thoughts on this. First off, Sam, no, I don't think you should be getting this at all. Out of all three of these groups, bar none, you do not deserve this money. You deserve to be in jail. Right now, you're getting to stay at home, but guess what? You're going to see your day in court once again, and your day in court is probably not going to look very good based on all the evidence that's being presented here, based on the fact that Caroline, who was the CEO of Alameda Research, is now speaking out publicly, throwing you under the bus, saying, as I mentioned in my other video, that you knew about the things that were going on. And here we are. You're borrowing a substantial amount of money in this very shady way by pushing it through Alameda Research first in order to go do these things. Another thing I really want to point out is just the scummy nature history of Robinhood. I used to talk a lot about AMC, the movie theater stock. Well, if we go back in time just a tad bit here, there was an issue. Maybe you guys know about it, maybe you don't, because this does pertain over to stocks. Well, guess what? The issue was that you saw the quote-unquote meme stocks, which included stocks such as AMC, BlackBerry, Bed Bath & Beyond, GameStop, those kinds of stocks. They were making some strong rallies, and this is because the communities were talking on social media posts such as Reddit, having conversations. They were looking at how much shorting that there was going on, borrowed shares, etc. And then in addition to that, they were looking at things and saying, hey, these are companies that looks like it's being manipulated. They're trying to drive it down to zero so that they can make as much profit on it with all of this borrowing going on, the shorting going on. But we actually like these companies. And you know what? Like, screw the hedge funds, screw these manipulators. We're going to go ahead and buy these stocks that we like, right? That's what we were starting to see in that rally. Well, lo and behold, all of a sudden, when you were seeing some of the market looking absolutely fantastic, what did Robinhood do? They halted the ability to buy. You could still sell the stocks on that day, but you couldn't buy it. Very, very suspicious. And then there's been further investigations into these things. And if you go on social media, there's been trends such as hashtag Ken Griffin lied under oath because, well, you get the point. And so taking all of that into account, Robinhood has not been in a good spotlight for the last several years. From investor standpoint, like the average investor looking at them just looks at them and says, you guys were supposed to be in our corner, but instead you chose the side of the bigwigs, right? You're manipulating the market by preventing the opportunity, the free, fair, equal opportunity for the small guy to also be able to participate in the market. You turned off that buy button, but you allowed them to sell. And guess what, guys? What happens if you can't buy something, but the only option you have is to sell? The price goes down, right? If the price starts going down a lot, again, no one can buy in to try and get that dip and even things out. All you have is selling pressure going on. And now Robinhood, are they the only trading platform? No, but we were seeing this several different locations. Robinhood was one of them. So the fact that Sam was pushing so hard to try and have a larger stake in this, I don't know what the mentality was. Was it that he was trying to transition it into a better light? Well, given the history of what he just did with FTX and with Alameda Research, I would be more inclined to believe that no, he wasn't intending to do good things with his large stake percentage. I mean, this isn't majority control by any means, but 7.6% of another trading platform, especially one that's so big and so prominent and well known for the world of stocks, very interesting. And this is a substantial amount of money. We're talking about over $500 million. Tell us what you guys think about this down in the comments below. Again, I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Last up is there's just a couple days left with this promotion. I don't know if they're going to carry this over into next year. I would be inclined to believe they probably aren't, but I don't know. If you guys want to check it out, feel free to do so. This is Webull. You can trade stocks and cryptocurrencies on their platform. If you use my referral link, you could get up to 12 free fractional shares, valued anywhere from as low as about $3 up to $3,000 per share if you're extremely, extremely lucky. You can find out more details on how this works down in the description below if you guys wish to use that. I've been using Webull for a couple years now myself, but it's an option for you guys. Feel free to check it out. Thank you so much to my Patreon supporters. A double shout out thank you to WeLoveSafeMan.com, Victor Vegas, SafeMan Oz for being higher level patrons. Also, thank you to my YouTube members for your support. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit subscribe, hit the thumbs up, like button. God bless, and we will see you in the next episode.